back to another fresh, sparkly episode of My Watch Therapy. I've had reviews for this here line of Citizen, the Tsuyosa. Let's take a moment to connect with this beautiful timepiece. They just keep coming. This one's the Burgundy, as you can see by the dial. Beauty. Absolute beauty. I don't have it anymore. I did sell my Citizen, the 0100 high accuracy quartz movement, but when I've done other Tsuyosas, I compared the cases of those two. It would be right here. I miss it. You can see a little day glow. Do you see those indices? We got day glow going on. Didn't have that on the 0100, the Citizen. That watch was $7,500. This one is a fraction. Drop a couple zeros and you got $475 for a Japanese, made in Japan, Japanese made with a sapphire crystal, 3-hand, date, and Burgundy. The Berg. I love it. Does that say automatics? I must have printed this in Japan. It's the automatics Tsuyosa. Let's take a look at that. It's got a super recessed crown right there. So that's one thing that I noticed. And I'm not sure exactly why it's so deeply recessed, but it is. It's got a really nice display case back. It's a modest 42-hour power reserve. Look at that though. Oh, that's super nice. Oh no, look at that. Banned China. Now, they didn't put that on the top of the watch. They don't want to publicize that, but maybe that's how that thing moves super easy. That's how they can charge less than $500 brand new with a sapphire crystal and automatic movement. You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you want something from, and it doesn't feel cheap. I'm not saying things from Japan are cheap. They're just sometimes more on a budget. But this right here, they're like, how do you say? They're not rounded completely, right? Cut off in the middle. But at this angle, to me, they just look kind of nice and rounded, like rollers. Polished center links there. I do like that. Couple things. It's very comfortable on wrist. And I've got a 17 centimeter circumference wrist. You and me, that's about 6 3/4 inches. There we go. You got a sense of it there. And it's a beaut, Clark. It's real nice. Very comfortable. This Chinese band has enough, how do you say, they're small enough that they have a lot of flex to them. If they're larger links, right, it takes a little more curvature on your wrist, and they're going to kind of like bow out and then maybe drop down. This just drapes right over your wrist. Super nice. The watch is for sale at Tick Tock Time Shop here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. They lent it into the channel, and I'll put a link in the description. I think this Burgundy is getting harder to find. I would, if you're interested at all, they will take care of you. They are a family-owned, second generation, 50 years in the business, and they work on clocks, they work on Tick Tock, different grandfather clocks, cuckoo clocks, all kinds of different ones. So take a look and, look them up. If you got any questions, please reach out to me and I can make sure that you get connected with them. Cyclops Eye. Little Datejust 41, little Rolex action there, with a sapphire crystal though, no less. Let me take it off my ugly wrist and let you guys get a better view of that. So I don't know. I think there's a lot going on here. I think for $475, it's pretty awesome. Another look. I also noted this right here, sort of polished along the edges and then the sides, but not on the top. Nice touch, nice touch. So please let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'd love to hear them. I will just end with the polish, which I just said was nice. I always fear the polish being on the side that I would rest the watch on, typically. I guess you could say you do it this way. A lot of times people do it this way, and that's too bad to scratch all that up. I like polishing on top, brushing on side. That's just me. So, this has been the Citizen Automatic Tsuyosa in the Burgundy colorway, and another episode of My Watch Therapy. I think you're gonna really enjoy this if you buy this watch, and yeah, it's really comfortable. It's got just that kind of nice, almost sort of block design, but it's sort of cut down. It's just lots of angles, that's all I'm saying. And it's a bit of a sandwich, right? You got the case back, you got the case, you got this nice polished bezel. Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you using a little of your most precious commodity, watching, which is time. Thanks so much, and have a great rest of your day.